Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 foods which you may or may not know are actually vegan. If you are new around here, hello, my name is Caroline. I post all sorts of content on my channel ranging from vlogs, motherhood, food, recipes, and then things like this, vegan stuff. Because if you didn't know, myself and my family are vegan. So as a small disclaimer, these 10 items of food are not necessarily the healthiest things, but hey ho, we've all got to treat ourselves sometimes. Vegans can eat loads of different foods, especially now. There is so much in the supermarkets. I went to my local Sainsbury's the other day and I couldn't believe the whole fridge dedicated to vegan food. It's incredible to see. But the 10 things I'm going to show you today are 10 accidentally vegan foods, which basically means the companies that have made them haven't gone out of their way to make them vegan. They just happen to be vegan. So that's great. So let's get started with the first item, which I would say is a staple in everyone's life. And if you don't class this as a staple, I'm not sure what's going on. Bisto Gravy. When I say Bisto, I mean red Bisto, because the yellow one I believe has chicken in it. But the red one, made for beef, is vegetarian, and if you look at the ingredients, there's no milk or eggs in it, so it's actually vegan. So we use Bisto Gravy most of the time. We also do use, I think, the Aldi and the Tesco one are also both vegan. And you have to have gravy. Come on, who has a dry roast dinner? Fun fact, Sean's brother doesn't like gravy. Can you believe it? Didn't know it was possible, but there you go. Sausage and mash, you need your gravy. Roast dinner, you need your gravy. Pie and mash, you need your gravy. If you make a spaghetti bolognese, it's a little bit too runny. Add a few gravy granules in there, thicken it right up, it's just delicious. Red Bisto is vegan. The next thing is Cadburys Hot Chocolate. Yes, this hot chocolate powder from Cadburys is dairy free. You might not think it, but it is. Again, it has suitable vegetarians on the back. You have a quick look through the ingredients and nothing. No milk in there. Just a small thing. Sometimes the ingredients will say may contain milk. That's just because it's made in a factory with milk products. If you are vegan, you can have it. They mainly put that warning for dairy allergies, because obviously if you have an allergy, you probably wouldn't be able to have this. So if you're vegan, you can, and there's no milk actually in the product. So you can still enjoy a Cadburys hot chocolate as a vegan. Obviously you use plant milk to mix in the powder, put it in the microwave, and Bob's your uncle. This is a good one because the sachets, they have milk powder in, so you can't use them. So you can get a big tub of it and it's great. Who'd have known, eh? Another amazing accidentally vegan item are the Just Rolls breakfasts. So we here have the pain au chocolat ones and the cinnamon swirls. They're both empty boxes because me and Sean have eaten them already, but they're both vegan. You can literally have freshly baked goods in your house in 15 minutes with these things, and they're vegan. They are so delicious. My favourite one is probably the pain au chocolat, the chocolate croissant one, but these are delicious. And if you get them on sale, if they're like £2 or £1.50, even better. These are just delightful. I have to actually stop myself with these sometimes, because if they are ever on sale, I'm like, oh, I'll have 3 of each, and then they're all in the fridge, and you're like, well, I may as well have a pain au chocolat at 11 o'clock on a Wednesday, because I fancy it. When it's lockdown, all the days merge into one, so why not treat yourself? Speaking of, as an extra one here, most of the pre-rolled pastry, so you can get the Just Roll brand or, you know, store brand ones, the ones you put over pies, or the phyllo pastry, short crust pastry, that sort of stuff, you know, the pre-rolled stuff. That usually is vegan too, because they haven't got any butter in it, because then it will go off quicker. So yeah, Just Roll is great. This, I tell you what, I wish I had one of these in my fridge now, because I could do with a pain au chocolat right this very second. Speaking of, if you happen to live near a co-op, have a jam donut, you can have one, because they're vegan. Yes! Most jam donuts have some sort of milk or egg in them. The co-op ones do not, so vegans can eat them happily. Look at how delicious these are. Oh, Sean's always said to me, can you make that video quickly? Because I need a jam donut. Oh, and these, I think, yeah, well, these are 85p. 85p for 5 donuts. The custard ones are also vegan. I don't know how, don't worry about asking those sorts of questions, you just go with it. If something's vegan, you eat it, you don't worry about what's in it. But the custard ones are also vegan, they're not our favourite ones. Sean's not the biggest fan of custard, I prefer jam. So yes, jam donuts are vegan. The next thing is not very exciting, I have to say, but has to be mentioned because the amount of people that say to me, oh, so you can't have pasta because you're vegan. Wrong. Pretty much all pasta, dried pasta, is vegan because it's wheat. It's just wheat pasta. Obviously, if you get the fresh pasta, that's egg, so you can't have that. But so what? Most dried pasta is vegan. You might want to check it. I hardly ever check it these days because literally in the ingredients of this, well, this is Aldi's own brand, and the ingredients are wheat 88% and water. That's it. That's all there is in this pasta. Literally, I've never come across any dried pasta that isn't vegan. It's just the fresh pasta. So anyone out there who says they can't be vegan because they can't eat pasta, you're wrong. You can eat pasta all you like, as long as it's the wheat stuff. And obviously, if you have celiac disease, you're allergic to wheat, I'm almost 100% certain that the rice pasta, the wheat-free pasta, gluten-free pasta, whatever it's called, is all vegan as well. It just doesn't have egg in it. So you're fine. You're fine. Pasta is great. It's a staple. Another thing which actually surprised me, which was vegan, when I first went vegan 3 years ago, I have no idea how long I've been vegan for. I was surprised. It's Marmite. Obviously this isn't real Marmite, this is Aldi's own brand, but Marmite and all the other yeast extracts out there are vegan. Most people, I believe, think that Marmite has beef in it. I don't know why. I also thought that at some point. It doesn't. It is pretty much just like salt and yeast extract. No one knows what yeast extract is. I have no idea what it is, but I do know that it's vegan. Although now I'm looking at the ingredients of this, it says it's got folic acid in, and folic acid isn't necessarily vegan, so I need to double check the Aldi own brand, but I know that regular Marmite is vegan, so we're okay there. But now I need to check this out, because folic acid, if you didn't know, comes from sheep's wool. It's all very confusing. I don't understand it myself. We have eaten most of this jar already. Did you know that Flora is mostly vegan? At some point in Flora's existence, they made their entire brand vegan. I don't know why, I don't know what happened, but everything went vegan. It was a great day for all vegans. We all rejoiced on the streets and had a great old party about it. Obviously not. But recently, again, I have no idea what's going on. One Flora type is no longer vegan. They've added buttermilk back into the ingredients. No idea what's going on. But for the most part, most Flora butters are vegan. They even have the vegan logo on it. You see there? Even better with this, it's high in omega-3, which is exactly what people need. It's a great nutrient. Every single person in the world needs omega-3. Vegans is sometimes a little bit trickier to get, so it's great that they have it in Flora. So yeah, Flora butter is mostly vegan, apart from that one type. I don't know which type it is, but it's not vegan. Oh, so annoying, because before you could just reach into the Flora fridge, grab any old butter and you'll be on your way. Now I've got to actually look to make sure it's got the vegan stamp on it. Not like that's too much hard work, but it's annoying. What's also really good about Flora is actually it tastes quite good. Some vegan butters I've had in the past actually don't taste of anything. They look like butter and they have the texture of butter, but it doesn't necessarily have the taste of butter. Whereas say Flora does have more of the buttery flavour that you're looking for. And Flora also, I've noticed, do a hard butter, which is that sort of butter where you have to leave it out, because if you keep it in the fridge you can't spread it. I don't really know what that's for. I did buy it and I had no idea what to do with it, so we're just using it on toast as usual. If that's the sort of butter you generally go for, then Flora do a vegan version for you. And the last two things, which are the most important things to me and Sean, are biscuits. Bourbons are mostly all vegan, and as you can tell, I've already cracked into them. The Biscoff biscuits are all vegan. These are delicious. Biscoff also do a Biscoff spread, which is delicious. That's also vegan. So yes, whenever you go to a little coffee shop and when lockdown's over, you ever get a Lotus biscuit in your coffee, you can eat it and it's great because it's Lotus and they're delicious. If you haven't had a Lotus biscuit, I highly recommend them. They are so good. I'm gonna have one in a minute with a jam donut and a cup of tea. Oh! And then, like I said, most bourbon biscuits are vegan. Doesn't matter the brand, most are vegan, which surprises people again because they believe it's going to have milk in it. A lot of biscuits do have milk in, which is a pain in the bum, but bourbon biscuits mainly are vegan. I've only come across, I think the Aldi ones do have milk in. They're the only ones I've ever come across that have milk in, I think. but I don't know, I'm not a bourbon expert. I do know that all the ones I've had from Co-op, Sainsbury's, Tesco's, Asda, bourbon biscuits, pretty much all vegan. Just double check them if you're new to buying them. But like I said, most bourbons are vegan. My memory card just ran out of memory, so I'm hoping I haven't moved too much. So that's it. That's my 10 accidentally vegan foods that you may or may not have known are vegan. I hope this video has helped you. Like I said, these foods aren't all healthy. I know there are lots of people out there who would like to start eating more plant-based foods. They don't know where to start, they don't know what they can and can't eat. They also don't want to sacrifice all their favourite foods. So I'm hoping this video has been helpful. Just because you're vegan doesn't mean you have to deprive yourselves of all the good foods that are out there. Supermarkets are creating new things all the time, and these 10 things are just the tip of the iceberg of how many things there are out there. If you would like to see more of this type of content, please let me know in the comments below. Is anything here that surprised you that you thought wouldn't be vegan but actually is? And was I wrong about any of these products? That'd be interesting to know. Was I wrong about any of these things? Are any of these things actually not vegan? Anyone know? My heart would be shattered into 1,000 pieces if someone told me that pasta wasn't vegan, although I know it is, so we're okay. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please do give it a thumbs up. Please head on over to Instagram if you fancy it and follow me over there, because I'm always posting content on Instagram stories, although I haven't done for the past week. I need to get back on that. I've just been in a bit of a funk. You know how things are these days. And if you like this type of content, please do subscribe. I'd love to have you join the gang, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.